Hey, welcome to a new video. Imagine driving down a deserted, snow-covered road when suddenly a massive jet-black wolf emerges, gliding silently through the snow. The video shows it creeping closer, its heavy paws thudding against the ice, until it stops and stares through the cold air with glowing eyes, as if deciding whether you are friend or prey. This is one of the largest wolves ever caught on film, and viewers were left wondering, what exactly are we seeing here? Wolves are large animals, but this one looked like it had stepped out of the Ice Age. Some even compared it to the prehistoric dire wolf, which went extinct 10,000 years ago. Experts insist those creatures are long gone, but that hasn't stopped the internet from speculating. Eventually, the wolf turns and vanishes into the endless snow, leaving only its tracks and the memory of those chilling eyes behind. Whether it was a modern giant, an optical illusion, or a living fossil, one thing is certain. This is not an animal you'd want to meet alone on a deserted highway.
Are you new to this channel? Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. And before we start, also like the video.
This video shows a colossal snake, rivaling an anaconda in size, helplessly struggling after swallowing prey. The viral clip, watched by millions, revealed that even the mightiest predators can become vulnerable. Halfway through its meal, the snake's body became tangled, and what followed was a raw, desperate battle to free itself. For many, the footage became symbolic. Survival is not always about strength. Sometimes it's about letting go. Around the world, viewers watched as the massive reptile writhed, its powerful muscles paralyzed by its own greed. India is home to some of the world's most impressive snakes. The Indian rock python can grow up to almost 20 feet or 6 meters long and weigh nearly 200 pounds or 90 kilograms. Even more infamous is the king cobra, the world's longest venomous snake, stretching over 18 feet or 5.5 meters, tall enough to stare an adult human straight in the eye. These serpents can swallow deer or wild boar whole, representing the absolute peak of reptilian power outside South America's anacondas. From the dense forests of Southeast Asia comes a creature so strange it seems like a prank of evolution. The binturong, better known as the bear cat. Weighing up to 51 pounds or 23 kilograms and reaching nearly 3 feet or 1 meter in length. With an extra 30-inch or 76-centimeter prehensile tail. It's about the size of a large dog, but with the features of a bear, cat, and raccoon all rolled into one. Despite its claws and stocky build, the binturong is a gentle fruit eater, with a diet mostly of berries and figs, occasionally insects or small animals. Its most unusual trait? The animal smells unmistakably like buttered popcorn, a bizarre quirk that makes any encounter unforgettable. Its strong, grasping tail helps it swing through the treetops with surprising agility. But since it is mainly nocturnal, most people hear stories about it rather than see it themselves. Still, imagine walking into a dark jungle and being met with a popcorn-scented, dog-sized creature staring down at you from the branches. Creepy, right? In 2013, Mississippi's annual alligator hunt turned into a record-breaking week. Hunters didn't just break the state record once, but 3 times within 7 days. Stunning everyone, the tightly regulated hunt, with only 923 permits issued, produced giants destined for the history books. On the night of September 1st, one team first captured a record alligator weighing 723 pounds or 328 kilograms, and just an hour later landed an even larger one, 13 foot or 4 meters long and 728 pounds or 330 kilograms. But the ultimate catch came days later when novice hunter Dalco Turner reeled in a monster weighing 741 pounds or 336 kilograms, officially the heaviest alligator ever taken in Mississippi's hunting history. Turner admitted he almost passed it by at first, only realizing later just how enormous the creature truly was. His name is Ramachandran, affectionately called Raman, and he is the largest living elephant in captivity in all of India. Standing over 10 feet or 3.16 meters tall, he is an icon of Kerala. Born around 1964 in Bihar and brought to Kerala in 1982, he grew into a legendary figure at temple festivals, especially the famous Thrissur Puram. His life, however, has not been without controversy. Partially blind in one eye after an accident with a caretaker, his disability has made him unpredictable, and over the years he has been involved in tragic incidents with both people and other elephants. For comparison, male Indian elephants usually stand between 9 and 10.5 feet, or 2.7 and 3.2 meters tall, and weigh 6,600 to 11,000 pounds, or 3,000 to 5,000 kilograms, meaning Ramachandran represents the absolute upper limits of his species. A colossus of a creature, he remains a living legend among elephants. In the lush landscapes of southern Brazil, an unexpected confrontation occurred when two jaguar sisters, Madrosa and Jaju, set their sights on a giant otter. Jaguars are typically known for their impressive hunting techniques, often capturing caimans, capybaras, and even young crocodiles. To the surprise of the researchers present, the giant otters managed to fend off their aggressive attackers. Giant otters, which can grow to 1.8 meters or 5.9 feet long, are no strangers to territorial disputes. With their streamlined bodies and webbed feet, they are excellent swimmers and can weigh up to 34 kilograms or 75 pounds. These carnivores are known for their aquatic hunting techniques and are sometimes referred to as water jaguars by local tribes, due to their predatory behavior and lifestyle. In social groups, also called rafts, they can collectively fend off larger predators like jaguars, securing an important place in their ecosystem. This encounter not only demonstrates the strength of the giant otters, but also their ability to effectively collaborate in warding off threats. Even against a predator like the jaguar, when the otters struck, their teamwork was undeniably effective. As the team recorded the event, it was clear that these remarkable otters were not only defending their territory, but also affirming their dominance over the waterways. Lalong is a notorious crocodile that gained attention due to suspected acts of aggression, including the disappearance of a fisherman and an attack on a 12-year-old girl in 2009. In September 2011, Lalong was captured, becoming the main attraction of a tourism park. This monumental event led to Lalong's official recognition by Guinness World Records as the largest crocodile ever in captivity. The capture of this crocodile was the culmination of a 3-week hunt involving numerous individuals, weighing an astonishing 2,370 pounds or 1,075 kilograms, and measuring an impressive 20.3 feet or 6.17 meters in length. This gigantic crocodile immediately drew local and foreign tourists to the town. Lalong was eventually accused of causing the deaths of several water buffaloes and the mysterious disappearance of 2 people. Faced with this alarming situation, the community sought the expertise of professional crocodile hunters to put an end to the terror. After his capture, the alligator was transferred to the Bunuan Eco Park in the Philippines. At the time of his capture, he had passed the age of 70, requiring constant access to water to prevent his organs from being crushed under his massive weight. Unfortunately, Lalong ultimately succumbed in 2013 to pneumonia and cardiac arrest, exacerbated by a fungal infection and stress.
It's a well-known fact that polar bears are the largest predators in the country. They can reach an incredible length of 10 feet or 3 meters with a weight of 1,765 pounds or 800 kilograms. In addition, they are also incredibly dangerous animals, but as you can see in this photo, there was once a giant polar bear that towered over 11 feet or 3.4 meters and weighed more than a ton. Giant polar bears still roam the Arctic today, but who knows what large specimens are among them. To be fair, the vampire fish is not the most dangerous fish in the waters, even despite its unpleasant name. In this video, Jeremy Wade managed to catch a vampire fish. However, it's a smaller specimen, because the fish can grow much larger. In addition, the vampire fish is kind of a piranha with 2 large sharp teeth on their lower jaw, so you better be careful.
Argentinosaurus is a genus of sauropod dinosaurs that lived during the late Cretaceous, approximately 97 to 94 million years ago. It's estimated that they reached lengths of about 131 feet or 40 meters and weighed around 80 to 100 tons, making it one of the heaviest land animals known. Like other sauropods, Argentinosaurus was a herbivore, and it's believed to have walked on all 4 legs. The immense size and weight of the dinosaur would have made it impractical to walk on 2 legs. The first fossils attributed to this creature were discovered in 1987 by a farmer on his land in Argentina. These fossils were initially mistaken for petrified wood, until they were reclassified in 1993 as belonging to a new sauropod species. According to scientists, a young Argentinosaurus would have taken about 15 years to reach adulthood. During this time, they would have been vulnerable to other predators of this era, including the Gigantosaurus.
Imagine diving deep into the ocean and suddenly seeing a giant fish swimming by. And not just any fish, but the champion of all bony fishes. The sunfish, also known as the mola mola. With its enormous size of up to 2,200 pounds or 1,000 kilograms and its striking head and tail, this fish is a true king of tropical waters worldwide. It's a breathtaking sight to see these sea creatures swimming in their natural habitat. But that's not all. The sunfish is not only impressive because of its size and appearance, but also because of its feeding behavior. To satisfy its hunger, it devours small fish, squid, and shellfish. But what makes this fish even more special is its ability to jump out of high water to shake off parasites from its huge body. Unfortunately, it's almost impossible to keep these fish in captivity, so the only way to admire them is in their natural habitat. Luckily, some divers were able to admire a huge sunfish off the coast of Portugal in April 2015 and take some cool videos and photos. But although some people consider the sunfish a delicacy, it's better to admire and protect them at a respectful distance. So imagine diving deep into the ocean and seeing this giant sunfish swimming by. It's a breathtaking moment that you will remember forever.
As a photographer observed a giant anteater, an unexpected guest appeared, a large male jaguar stealthily approaching. It seemed the jaguar was poised to attack, but to the photographer's surprise, the jaguar chose to merely observe the animal. According to a researcher, this behavior is not as uncommon as you might think. In the Pantanal, a vast tropical wetland in Brazil with rich biodiversity, less than 5% of a jaguar's diet consists of anteaters. Jaguars generally prefer larger prey like caimans, capybaras, and peccaries, which provide more energy. Thus, they often overlook anteaters despite their presence. Giant anteaters can grow up to 2.5 meters, or 8.2 feet long, and weigh up to 63 kilograms, or 139 pounds. Thanks to the jaguar's decision not to attack at this time, the anteater will live another day.
Here we see an amazing sight of two giant bullfrogs battling it out in the middle of a river. Everything you learn about bullfrogs will make you wish evolution never brought them anywhere near the size of humans. Currently, bullfrogs average about 10 inches or 25 centimeters long, with a weight of 4.5 pounds or 2 kilograms, but it's said that they can grow even bigger. Oh, and just to get back to the fight between these two bullfrogs, they do this to impress a potential mate. The Queensland Goliath grouper is a giant fish that you can also find in rivers. In this video, Jeremy Wade manages to catch a huge Goliath grouper with the help of two other men. As we can see from the belly of this fish, it loves food very much. This fish can weigh as much as 880 pounds, or 400 kilograms. Unbelievable, isn't it?
Along the Fly River in Papua New Guinea, residents of the village of Obo made an incredible discovery in the 1980s. Here in the heart of one of the world's most pristine and wild areas lives a crocodile known as the Fly River Salty. The exact length is challenging to determine due to the vast and inaccessible habitats. The particular crocodile met its end after getting entangled in a fishing net set for barramundi. A group of 50 men worked together to pull this massive creature into the riverbank, where they made a stunning discovery. Inside the crocodile's stomach lie an entire carcass of a roasted deer. When a biologist named Jerome Matog measured the crocodile, he found that the crocodile's skin had already been removed and salted. However, the preserved skin along with the decapitated head still measured an impressive 20.7 feet or 6.2 meters, and it's believed that this measurement was likely an underestimate, taking into account the potential shrinkage of the skin and the absence of the tip of the tail. This suggests that the total length of the Fly River crocodile could have been even larger.
The Agda tribe is a population that lived in the Philippine rainforest who claim to have had encounters with giant snakes. The third largest snake ever recorded there was a 23 feet, 6.9 meter snake. If this already sounds terrifying, don't take a dip in the Balay River in Malaysia, because a story says a helicopter once saw a giant black python 100 feet or 33 meters in length. Residents of the Wayanad district in Kerala, India saw a giant snake crossing the road fairly recently. The perch is probably one of the most popular fish you can catch in rivers, but have you ever heard of the Nile perch? This fish can grow up to 6 feet, or 1.8 meters long, and weigh up to 330 pounds, or 150 kilograms. It's not easy to catch this fish, and another problem is that the fish lives in dangerous waters. However, most of them are caught before they can get this big.
Although not a single organism, siphonophores are colonial organisms consisting of specialized individuals called zooids. They're unique animals because they consist of many individual zooids, connected and working together as a single organism. Each zooid is specialized for a specific task, such as feeding, reproduction, or defense. Siphonophores can vary in size, with some species being only a few centimeters long, while others can reach quite impressive lengths. The largest known species could reach up to 151 feet, or 46 meters in length, making them one of the longest animals on Earth. They typically have a long, slender, and transparent body divided into separate regions. These regions include a gas-filled float, called a pneumatophore at the top, followed by a series of specialized zooids forming the feeding and reproductive structures. They have long, trailing tentacles extending from their bodies. These tentacles are equipped with specialized stinging cells called nematocysts, which they use to capture and immobilize prey. What makes them even more fascinating is that they are carnivorous, feeding on small prey such as fish larvae, crustaceans, and other small invertebrates. Additionally, they use their long tentacles to ensnare and paralyze their prey before ingesting it.
The Bosavi woolly rat is a massive rodent that inhabits the dense rainforests of Papua New Guinea. With a body length of about 2 feet 8 inches, or 82 centimeters, and a weight of around 3.3 pounds, or 1.5 kilograms, these rats are one of the largest rodents in the world. But don't be fooled by their size. Their thick woolly fur protects them perfectly from the cold and humidity of the rainforest. However, there is an even bigger rodent, the capybara, found in South America. It's the world's largest rodent, weighing up to 146 pounds, or 66 kilograms. That's as big as a small pig. And what about the giant rat that was 4 feet, or 1.2 meters long, and a whopping 24 pounds, or 11 kilograms heavy, found in London in 2016? This rat is about the size of a 4-year-old child. According to many people, this is the biggest rat ever found. Despite their reputation as pests, rats have played an important role in human history. They are trained to detect landmines and have been used to find survivors in disaster areas. In some cultures, rats are even revered as sacred animals. You may think that lobsters can't get that big, and this is basically true. But in this video, we see Jeremy Wade fishing a giant specimen out of the water. A giant lobster, like this one, is the largest freshwater invertebrate fish in the world. It weighs about 29 pounds, or 13 kilograms, and is a whopping 31 inches, or 80 centimeters in length. Can you handle walking through murky water knowing these lobsters are nearby? The alligator turtle is not only the largest freshwater turtle in the world, it also looks scary. This turtle is also found in rivers and can weigh up to 250 pounds, or 115 kilograms. It's a prehistoric animal that can be dangerous, because if you are not careful, it has an enormous biting power, with which it could easily bite off your fingers. In this video, we see a man who catches the alligator turtle with his bare hands.
Can you imagine this enormous owl perched on your shoulder, or worse, looking up in the dead of the night and seeing its glowing eyes blinking between the trees? The title of the world's largest owl is usually given to the Eurasian eagle owl. This formidable bird can reach a wingspan of up to 1.9 meters, or 6.2 feet, and weigh up to 4.5 kilograms, or 10 pounds. Snowy owls are large owls with a wingspan of 1.5 meters, or 5 feet, and a weight between 1.4 and 2 kilograms, or 3 to 4.4 pounds, with females often larger than males, a common occurrence in many owl species. Unlike many other owls, which are primarily nocturnal, snowy owls often hunt during the day. They primarily eat small mammals, especially lemmings, and are known for their powerful hunting skills. Do you believe this snowy owl in the video is one of the largest owls ever captured on camera? Let me know in the comments. In the remote Bhitarkanika National Park in the Indian state of Odisha, stories circulated about giant crocodiles. One of these is a legend named Kalia, also known as the Dark One. The only compelling evidence found about this crocodile is its gigantic skull. This large crocodile, killed in 1926 at the Dharma River, was believed to have been as long as 23 feet or 7 meters. The royal family of Kanika has preserved the crocodile's skull as a testament to its colossal size. Crocodile experts Ram Whitaker had the opportunity to measure Kalia's skull, revealing stunning dimensions. The skull measured an impressive 29 inches or 73.3 centimeters in length, and 18 inches or 45.8 centimeters in width. Pretty incredible, isn't it?
Komodo dragons are a rare force of nature, and in this video, 2 of them are fighting one another. It'll send chills down your spine. Komodo dragon fights can last more than 15 minutes. They are also the largest lizards in the world and can grow as much as 10 feet or 3 meters tall. And here's a little warning, you can't outrun them by climbing a tree, because they can stand on their tails. If you ever want to catch an electric eel, you need some serious equipment, from rubber gloves to rubber boots. You probably know that this creature is dangerous and it can hit you with electricity, so you have to be super careful with electric eels. In this other video, we can see Jeremy Wade catching another eel species, the Anguilla marmorata. These fish can also reach a gigantic length.
The Portuguese man-o'-war is found in warmer seas and is often mistaken for a jellyfish, but it's actually a siphonophore. The creature has a gas-filled float called a pneumatophore, which can reach heights of up to 6 inches or 15 centimeters. Its long, trailing tentacles can grow up to 165 feet or 50 meters long, making it the longest marine creature ever observed. This animal has a distinctive appearance, with its float above the water's surface and its long venomous tentacles hanging beneath. The float is usually blue or purple in color, while the tentacles can be transparent or pink. They are lined with specialized stinging cells that release a potent venom used to immobilize prey and deter predators. Individual reactions to the sting can vary, with some people experiencing more severe symptoms than others. In rare cases, individuals may have an allergic reaction to the venom, which can lead to more serious symptoms such as chest tightness, difficulty breathing, abdominal cramps, and nausea. It's worth noting that even dead specimens washed ashore can deliver a sting.
Step into the fantastic world of turtles. Meet the king of all sea turtles, the leatherback turtle. These giant aquatic creatures can be found everywhere in tropical seas, even in the most remote parts of Canada and the northern Pacific Ocean. And the best part? These turtles are true survivalists, having existed for over 100 million years. Leatherback turtles can grow up to 7 feet 10 inches, or 2.4 meters long, and weigh as much as 1,984 pounds, or 900 kilograms. Some adventurers even claim that there are even large turtles roaming the depths of the ocean. Who knows what amazing creatures are still undiscovered? Maybe they're just shy and haven't felt like showing themselves yet. Another weird thing about these turtles is their taste in food. They like to nibble on jellyfish, slimy bags of water that are not exactly nutritious. The largest sea turtle ever recorded was an incredible 15 feet or 4.6 meters long and weighed over 4,850 pounds or 2,200 kilograms. Imagine coming across this sea creature in the ocean. What would your reaction be? Let me know in the comments. The world is used to cows and they're above average size by now, but have you ever seen a cow like Blossom? As you can see, Blossom towers over her owner, Patty Meads Hansen. The cow has an amazing height of 6 feet 3 inches, or 190 centimeters, and Blossom was even recognized by the Guinness World Records in 2014 as the world's largest cow. The snakehead fish can grow to about 2 to 3 feet, or 60 to 90 centimeters. But what makes it dangerous is that it can become super aggressive towards people, especially if you get too close to their eggs or their young. Another interesting fact is that the snakehead fish is an invasive species that can move itself over land. So it can happen that the fish ends up in another river, after which it eats everything in its path.
Unlike wild sheep, which naturally shed their wool, domesticated sheep breeds like Merinos do not. They continue to produce more wool each year, and without regular shearing, this can lead to an excessively heavy and cumbersome fleece. In 2021, a runaway sheep was discovered in a remote area in Australia, with an astonishingly overgrown fleece, weighing 35 kilograms or 77 pounds. This merino ram, affectionately named Barack by his rescuers, had once been owned but likely escaped. Since merinos do not naturally shed their wool, Barack needed someone to shear his fleece annually. When found, he was emaciated and could barely see through the thick matted wool covering his face. His ear tags, which once indicated ownership, had been torn off by the heavy fleece. After shearing, his wool amounted to enough for 61.3 wool sweaters or 490 pairs of men's socks. In the charming town of Normanton, one monument stands out among the rest, capturing the attention of both visitors and local residents. Chris, also known as Chris the Savannah King, is a replica monument statue of a giant crocodile that once existed. This magnificent statue is accurately scaled to match the true size of this crocodile, with a breathtaking length of 28.3 feet or 8.64 meters. The fate of this enormous crocodile was sealed in 1957 on MacArthur Bank, Norman River. It met its end when shot by crocodile hunter Christina Pulowski. In honor of Christina's legacy and her incredible achievement, the crocodile was affectionately named Chris in her honor. Interestingly, Christina underwent a change of heart after the hunt, transforming her life's work from that of a hunter to a conservationist. Along with her husband, she dedicated their efforts to the conservation of crocodiles and established a crocodile conservation park in Queensland. The significance of Chris the crocodile is even recognized by the prestigious Guinness Book of World Records.
There's no arguing with this. Elephants are the largest living land animals. The average smallest African elephant will still claim quite a bit of forest, measuring up to 13 feet or 4 meters. However, a giant elephant was captured on camera in Kenya in September 2017. It looks like watching a prehistoric mammoth walk by, doesn't it? The black caiman belongs to the crocodile family and is considered one of the largest members of the alligator family. They live in the Amazon River basin, and they can reach about 4 meters in length. They are called black caiman because of the color on their skin, and you can see them mainly at night because they are nocturnal predators. In this video, we can see them catching a huge black caiman that was almost 13 feet or 4 meters long. On a remote Indonesian island in the northern Moluccas, brave scientists discovered a terrifying bee in February 2019, the Megachile Pluto. This giant bee is 4 times the size of a regular honeybee, measuring about 1.57 inches or 4 centimeters in length with a wingspan of 2.3 inches or 6 centimeters. But what makes this insect even more terrifying is that it looks like a huge black wasp with the jaws of a stag beetle. In 1981, scientists already found several specimens on 3 Indonesian islands, but since then, this creepy crawler had not been seen again. So imagine the shock when these brave scientists came face to face with this giant bee in the flesh. The size alone is enough to give you shivers down your spine, but the photographer who captured the bee said the wings fluttering around its head were also incredibly creepy. The Megachile Pluto is definitely an incredible discovery, and we can only dream of what else is waiting to be found in the remote corners of our world. Who knows what other large creatures are lurking in the shadows, waiting to be discovered. The Goliath spider is the largest spider species in the world and can grow 5 inches or 13 centimeters in length, but even larger specimens are thought to live in the jungles. The spiders make themselves look even bigger when threatened, while making a hissing sound. Their diet consists of anything smaller or the same size as them, including birds, lizards, and invertebrates. Bull sharks are considered one of the most dangerous sharks and prefer to live in shallow coastal waters, which means they can often encounter people. But these sharks have developed an ability to live in fresh water as well, which means they can end up in rivers. In this video, we can see how they manage to catch a bull shark measuring a whopping 10 feet or 3 meters.
A freshwater stingray weighing 330 kilograms or 728 pounds, one of the largest ever recorded, was discovered in Cambodia. This underscores the incredible biodiversity of the Mekong River. Freshwater stingrays are related to sharks, and they're known for their flat, disc-shaped bodies and long tails, often with venomous spines. While most are smaller, the giant stingray can reach massive sizes. They're found in Southeast Asia and live in large rivers like the Mekong, where they hide in sandy or muddy riverbeds. Giant freshwater stingrays are among the heaviest freshwater fish in the world, with individuals weighing over 300 kilograms or 660 pounds and reaching up to 4 meters or 13 feet long, including the tail. Their size makes them icons of the aquatic ecosystem, but their scarce sightings make them rare. The discovery of such a large specimen in the Mekong indicates the health of the river system, as large, long-lived animals like this require stable habitats and sufficient food. Unfortunately, they're threatened by habitat loss, pollution, and overfishing. This discovery highlights the importance of conservation measures for the Mekong, such as reducing pollution, sustainable fish management, and preserving natural habitats. These stingrays are not only ecologically important, but also a symbol of the river's rich heritage. In 2008, Agusan Marsh, a vast 14,835-hectare wetland in East Mindanao, Philippines, was explored. Rumors suggest that this area was home to a formidable resident. This crocodile, captured on camera here, was rumored to have an astounding estimated length of 30 feet or 9 meters. The local community in the area nicknamed the crocodile Poto the Slasher. Poto made headlines when it attacked a girl rowing across the marsh. The gruesome event was witnessed by a nearby fisherman, suggesting that the attack was driven by territorial aggression. Subsequently, a 21-foot or 6.50-meter long crocodile weighing over a ton was found in the area. After a 3-week hunt that saw steel cable traps destroyed and the crocodile successfully lured, the capture took place near Bunuan Township by 100 people. People believed they had caught Poto the Slasher. But in 2018, news emerged from the Philippines about the hunt for a man-eating crocodile that was attacking local fishermen. If the reports are accurate, the infamous Poto the Slasher may still be lurking in the area. This could mean that Poto could be potentially the largest crocodile ever recorded. Unconfirmed reports also mention an alleged attack on a woman, leaving her survival status unknown. Residents decided to gather and organize a hunt to capture the crocodile. but as of today, this has not been successful.
Tigers are also animals that can grow huge. Here's proof of a white tiger living with its owner from Myrtle Beach Safari. On average, they can grow to be 3 meters long with a weight of over 660 pounds, or 300 kilograms. But it looks like the tiger in this video is a lot bigger. You also have to be very brave to want to live with these animals. Lungfish live mainly in the waters of Africa and Australia, and they can grow to be about 6 feet, 6 inches, or 2 meters in length. In Australia, it's illegal to fish on them, but if you want to get close to them, you have to be followed by a research team. This fish, like other predators, has huge teeth. The reason they are called lungfish is because they can breathe oxygen from the air, just like land animals do.
The bootlace worm is known as one of the longest animals on Earth. It can reach lengths of up to 180 feet or 55 meters, although most individuals are around 33 feet or 10 meters long. This worm has a long, slender body that resembles a thin piece of rope or lace, hence its name. It's typically brown or reddish-brown in color and lacks distinct body segments. They're found in various marine environments, including shallow coastal waters and sandy or muddy sea bottoms. Additionally, they can be found in various locations from the Atlantic Ocean to the North Sea and the Mediterranean Sea. What's eerie about this worm is that it's a carnivorous predator. They use the long muscular structure on their head, which is a feeding organ, to capture and paralyze their prey. These worms primarily feed on small invertebrates such as crustaceans and other types of worms. The bootlace worm also has impressive regenerative abilities. If a part of its body is damaged or severed, it can regenerate and grow a new section, allowing it to recover from injuries. An interesting fact is that these animals have existed for a very long time. Fossil evidence suggests that these have been around for at least 500 million years, making them one of the oldest known animal groups.
The buzzing of mosquitoes is annoying enough, especially when you're trying to sleep. But what if I told you that there's a mosquito that's over 2 inches or 5 centimeters in diameter and has a wingspan of 4.5 inches or 11.5 centimeters? Yeah, you heard that right. This monster was discovered in China in April of 2018, and it's anything but an ordinary mosquito. It was found by an explorer named Charlie who was inspecting a field. After some research, they discovered that this mosquito is the largest in the world. Can you imagine how scary it would be to encounter this creature in the middle of the night? According to the person who discovered it, this giant mosquito doesn't feed on blood. Let's hope that that's true, because the thought of a mosquito that size wanting to feed on you is quite frightening. And imagine hearing such a giant mosquito approaching, the buzzing of its wings like a helicopter. It would be enough to scare you out of your wits and make you run away as fast as possible. So the next time you think a regular mosquito is annoying, think about this giant mosquito and sleep tight. Here we have Tickle Me Elmo 3, who literally won multiple awards for his enormous size. At the Indiana State Fair's world largest male hog contest, he tipped the scales at 1,300 pounds or 591 kilograms. The average pig reaches 77 pounds or 350 kilograms at most. But Tickle Me Elmo 3 has always been an outstanding individual. While the average pig eats about 4.4 pounds or 2 kilograms a day, Elmo eats 33 pounds or 15 kilograms. Jeremy Wade, there he is again. He's one of the most popular fishermen on YouTube, and in this video, he managed to catch another river monster, the sturgeon. This fish can reach a length of 11 feet, 5 inches, or 3.5 meters. But did you know that they can get much bigger? The largest sturgeon ever caught in history was 23 feet, 7 inches, or 7.2 meters in length, with a weight of 3,463 pounds, or 1,571 kilograms. This fish was caught in the Volga Delta, the largest river delta in Europe, in the year 1827.
Amphicoelias are an extinct genus of sauropod dinosaurs known for its remarkable size. While estimates vary, it's believed to have reached an astonishing length of about 197 feet or 60 meters, making it the largest creature ever to have lived. The name Amphicoelias is derived from Greek words, meaning biconcave, referring to the unique shape of its vertebrae. These vertebrae had hollow surfaces at both ends, giving them a distinctive appearance. This creature is only known from a few fragmentary fossils, primarily consisting of some vertebrae. These fossils were discovered in Colorado, United States, in the late 19th century by the paleontologist Edward Drinker Cope. He attributes the immense size to the enormous dimensions of the discovered vertebrae. Unfortunately, these fossils have been lost or destroyed, leaving only Cope's original descriptions and drawings. Can you imagine encountering this legendary, nearly forgotten giant face to face? What's the largest animal you've ever seen in person? Let us know in the comments. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos we've made, click one on the screen or take a look at the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.